Hi everyone, it's Mary from Lula's Time and Essentials. Welcome to Herbal Glossary. This section I will be talking about adaptogens and what all those words mean. What is an adaptogen? Or there's a term called adaptogenic. Let me explain it this way. An adaptogen is thought to help your body handle stress or adapt to stress. Our body releases a hormone called cortisone, which is a stress hormone. We're under stress daily. Some of it good stress, getting married, buying a house. Some of it bad stress, pressure at work, pressure in a relationship. Either way, we're bombarded by stress every day. So a little anatomy lesson, I won't get too crazy. Cortisol is made in your adrenal glands. It's thought of as that hormone that gives you the fight or flight response in a very stressful situation. Where are your adrenal glands? Well, they're near your kidneys. Your hypothalamus is located at the base of your brain. Its function is to release hormones, so it helps to regulate your core body temperature, control your appetite, manage your sex drive, regulate other hormones that are made in the thyroid, your reproductive system, and your adrenal glands. So what your adrenal glands produce is something called cortisol. The hypothalamus and your pituitary glands will regulate the production of this cortisol. So what does cortisol do? It regulates your blood pressure, it increases your blood sugar, it manages how your body processes proteins, carbohydrates, and fats in metabolism. It can help reduce inflammation, it regulates your circadian rhythm, and it can increase your metabolism and your energy level. There's a couple of extra good things if you're trying to lose weight when it comes to this. Adaptogens are actually thought to help with that increase in the cortisol level that stress creates. So, which herbs are best? Well, really it depends on what your symptoms are. So, what are some signs of stress? Anxiety and depression, low energy levels, a lack of motivation. I think I've had those many days. Headaches, insomnia, problems with memory and concentration, a low sex drive, a lowered immunity, digestive problems like bloating, gas, or something called a leaky gut, and weight gain. So, adaptogens are thought to help lower your cortisol levels, increase your resistance to stress, and really, by that, improving your symptoms. So, deciding on which adaptogen means really learning what herb can help your symptoms. In general, herbal products are used to treat a specific symptom or prevent an illness. When you're trying to figure out which herb to take, really think about why you want to take it. So, are you feeling anxious, angry, depressed? Are you feeling like you have no energy, no motivation? Are you having headaches? Are you having trouble sleeping? I think I know I've gone through that before. Are you having problems concentrating or forgetting stuff? Do you have low sex drive? Is your immunity lowered? Meaning, are you catching everybody's colds? Are you having digestive problem? A lot of gas, a lot of constipation, a lot of diarrhea? Are you having a lot of weight gain caused by stress eating? I've been there myself. So really think about what you do need. What can you do to try to boost your immune system? The basics. Try to get sleep, exercise, eat a balanced diet. Try to minimize your stress, which sometimes is hard to do. I get it. Try to maintain a healthy weight, which is sometimes hard to do when you're in your 50s like me. So, easier said than done. Absolutely. Try to break down what kind of adaptogen you might want. So, let's break it down. For an herb to be called an adaptogen, it has to have a general consensus that it is non-toxic, it produces a non-specific response in the body in order to boost the body's natural ability to resist stress, and they have a normalizing effect on your body. If you're feeling okay and you really are looking to kind of just keep your stress level in a good place, you may want to look at something called a nutritive herb that has adaptogenic qualities, meaning it is a herb that's got a lot of vitamins, minerals, or both. But one of the effects is this adaptogen or adaptogenic quality. Honestly, I have a over 55 gummy. I had every intention of using, and it sat in a cabinet, and I did nothing with it. What I learned to do was to actually incorporate different herbs into cooking. So I have herbs that are your savories. I have bitters, and they typically have different nutritional values to them. You could take teas, you could do combination, you could do elderberry syrup like I do. One thing that I do want to touch on is if your adaptogen actually has this immune boosting quality, you really don't want to take it for an extended period of time. Typically, it would be no more than about 6 weeks in general. And if you do want to take more, you may want to cycle through them and have different ones. What I think is very important is to know a little bit about the nutritional value and why it's important. So, our bodies run on vitamins and minerals, the proteins, the fats, the carbohydrates. We go through metabolism, which I actually have a class on. And it's needed for us basically to stay alive, but it will help our organs and our systems run better or run the best they can and can prevent illness. Couple of things. Minerals, they're not organic and not broken down. So let's start right about with minerals. Calcium. I think everybody knows that calcium is stored in your bones and your teeth and it helps to keep them strong. Other things it does is it's needed for nerve impulses. It's needed to help control your heart rate. It is needed in your blood vessels. It is needed to release hormones and enzymes. And most people don't get enough. The other um, mineral that I'd like to talk about is chloride. Chloride's an electrolyte, and what that means is it actually has an electrical charge when you dissolve it in water. There's three of them: sodium, potassium, and chloride. Those are there's a couple, but those are your typical electrolytes. So those actually know that they're important on the cell level, and typically they'll be important for your brain impulses, your heartbeat, which works on electrical impulses, and oftentimes your muscles. So very, very important. Chloride can help prevent fluid shifts in and out of your cells. It keeps your blood pressure at a hopefully normal level, and it helps with the blood volume. Magnesium regulates your nerve and muscle functioning, affects your blood pressure, blood sugar, making protein and DNA. Phosphorus is primarily in your bones and your teeth, but it's also in your genes. Its role is in the production of energy, metabolism, and chemical processes in your body pretty much performs every day. Um, Phosphate is actually in something called ATP, which is energy in your cells. Potassium manages your heart, your kidneys, your nerve function, also how your muscles contract. Sodium is another electrolyte whose function is to help manage fluid in and out of your cells, affect your muscles, your nerves, and your blood pressure functioning. Sulfur comes from amino acids found in protein. Its role is actually really, really important. It plays a role in making protein, metabolizing food, building and repairing DNA, and in something called regulating gene expression, which refers to a process a gene uses to assemble a protein molecule. So this is really down in the cellular level. There are about 30 vitamins that our body doesn't produce. We actually need to take them in through our diet, and they're broken down by heat, air, or acid. The water solubles, they're the ones that dissolve in water. They go directly into the bloodstream and they need to be replenished every couple of days. They are responsible for building protein, cells, making collagen, releasing energy, and making energy. The most common are the B and the C vitamins. Fat-soluble vitamins are broken down and stored in fat. The process is a little more complex. You eat the product and it's broken down in the stomach, moves into the small intestine, the bile is released, and the food is broken down some more. From there, it's absorbed into the lymph system and then into the blood. So, a lot of fat soluble vitamins need a protein to carry them into the lymph system. The body uses vitamins and stores any excess typically in the liver and the fat tissues. The more common fat soluble vitamins are A, D, E, and K.